At this point, if 85% of the population had anything, I would hope that it was fatal.
It's literally the news.
Welcome to Literally the News. I'm joined by Stuart,
Allegedly.
and we have the laugh track joining us tonight, Zach. So we'll see what happens. It might just be disappointment. All right, so we're starting out. What we're gonna talk about the women's national team. So go on your rant.
Okay, so I'm a huge soccer fan. I know that you're not really into soccer.
I'm not really into soccer.
But we talked about this a little bit last time, and
Yeah.
the women's national team rocked it.
Correct.
Absolutely, if Olympians are American heroes, the U.S. national team, they're American heroes. And, just people, because of Rapinoe and Trump's little fight
Yeah,
earlier.
their little lovers spat.
Yeah, a little nastiness that happened there.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of conservatives on the side. I had somebody on Facebook just the other day posted about how she stomped on the flag, and this other girl is a hero for picking it up and saving the American flag, and everybody should make her famous.
Thank God my cloth.
So some people accidentally dropped the flag. She accidentally put her toe on it.
She accidentally stomped on it. She pulled her shorts down and pissed on it. That's what actually happened. Let's get to the truth of the matter.
She sucked out the blood.
After she wiped her menstrual blood on it. That's what she did. She desecrated that flag.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute ridiculous, everybody, that's all they want to talk about.
Yeah, we should be disappointed. I'm telling you. We should be utterly disappointed in the disgraceful manner that she treated that flag.
Yeah, and this was
It's been
a couple of weeks now, and they're still talking about it.
Yeah.
Gotta hold on to anything, man.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's everybody wants to be pissed about something, and most of it doesn't matter. I could start a campaign about. When I start a campaign, it's about something meaningful, like not fucking dogs. I don't go out there starting campaigns.
It's a noble cause
against people mistreating their own piece of fucking property. Who cares? The flag issue is easy. Who owns the flag? All right? It's none of your business what they do with their flag. Whoever's flag it is. I don't care. Be it Cuban, Mexican, British, whatever. Fuck them all. They're all toilet paper.
Some of them
So I applaud her for wiping her menstrual blood on the flag, is what it comes down to.
Well done, Megan Rapinoe. I hope you're listening.
I do too. If you're listening, I'd like to get you on the show and talk to you about your hatred for this piece of cloth that represents an idea and a big chunk of dirt. I'd love to talk to you about it. So if anybody has a hookup on that, hook me up, man. We could get that going. We could make things happen. All right, I think I got the levels good, dudes. Sorry.
No,
What about everybody's talking about the disparity in pay for the soccer teams too? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I don't hear anybody bitching about the disparity in pay for the MMA fighter chicks who are getting paid a quarter of what the dudes get paid.
Are they?
I don't know anything about that. I don't fucking know. I'm assuming that if, it probably doesn't have quite the draw.
Well, the excuse is always advertising dollars, right? So.
Well, and that's what it is. That's where they make the money. It's the revenue from television, and that's where it comes from. It's fucking ads.
No, and that's what I thought about the women's national team, but it recently came to my attention that they sold way more tickets and way more people watched the women's national team this year than the men's.
Yeah.
Well, the last time the men's.
But is this the first time that's happened, though?
I don't know enough about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know either. But that's
they
why
do have an ongoing lawsuit.
I mean,
So.
but honestly, what we're here to do is to speculate and to make spurious allegations and see what happens.
No,
So,
absolutely.
what do you think?
What do I think? I
Yeah.
think they're probably definitely paid a lot less. Well, not probably. They're definitely paid a lot less,
Yeah,
and they do a much better job. So pay them more.
yeah.
Men's team ought to. I don't even know why those guys are making any money at this point.
You know,
They haven't even qualified the last
my
couple times.
opinion is that all soccer is girls' soccer, so I feel the same way. Pay them all the same. I don't care.
You do have the Ron Swanson mustache, so you
Yeah.
might as well have the Ron Swanson quote.
You got it.
Have you? Did you get that text I sent you earlier? That's a big thing nowadays, right now, right? That face app
the
thing
face
everybody's
app.
doing.
Oh yeah, he made me look old and dignified, and I just look like metal as fuck. That's good.
No, that looked good, the old one. And then I
Yeah.
sent the young one, and he didn't seem to notice. And he says, "Oh, it's the young one." Can you imagine the kind of cognitive dissonance you have to think that's what you look like still?
Yeah.
Mine came out great.
Yeah. Of course, cognitive dissonance. Right? I mean, it doesn't. It sometimes works in our favor, you know.
I'm all
Usually
about it.
it does.
Live in your world, man. It's
Yeah.
yours. You know, do whatever you
Usually
want.
it's your perceived favor anyway. You're like, I like it. So, what's next on the agenda? Jeffrey.
What? I'd start with something fun.
Oh, what do you?
And we're already
Area
talking about
51?
social media. So
Yes.
Area 51.
That shit's pretty funny.
Oh man, those guys are gonna be so pissed when they find out it's just a bunch of crappy goddamn helicopters and planes.
I think it's just the greatest troll ever. It's just
for sure.
It's just so funny.
I really
Obviously,
want
Oh, shit, I'm
someone
sorry. I
to
took the mic.
show up. I really want some people
Yeah.
to show up and just get mowed down.
I think I hope that they do, and that someone from a safe distance with a drone catches the footage of it. I don't want.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, I definitely want to see the government. I mean, if they do, I want to see it.
Oh, well, it depends. If there's not enough people, people will be arrested. If there's enough people,
They might just mow them down.
might just mow them down.
Yeah. Maybe they'll just use non-lethal shit.
God, I hope not.
Maybe they'll just like shoot octopus ink on all of them. Like
Or
somebody will like jerk
alien
them up.
ink.
Alien ink. Oh yeah. I was telling somebody that the government's actually just covering up the fact that they're all the aliens. So that's what they don't want us to find out. There's nothing at Area 51. Yeah, go ahead and storm it. They'll kill you, but there's really nothing there. Remember when they admitted that it existed?
They finally.
When was that? Like 2013 or something?
Yeah, right about there. Because they were having a big problem with
Before
lawsuits with people who used to work there.
Right.
They were filing lawsuits because they were handling all this like terrible material that was giving them cancer.
Yeah.
And the government's position was, you can't have cancer because the place you claim to have worked doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. But before they admitted it, there was nothing left there. I guarantee you. There wasn't anything there. But I guess that was always just a testing facility anyways. The place where all the other real work was going on was that.
Right. It's a lot of fun to have a
or whatever
conspiracy theory. Oh, there's aliens there. And
Yeah.
if they're keeping aliens anywhere, you have no idea.
You don't know where it is. Yeah. All the
But
real
it's
important
just-
shit is hidden in places you've never heard of.
We're testing nukes out there. We're testing new planes out there.
Well, just like with
So it's a lot less boring than the conspiracy theory,
yeah.
which
That's
is
true.
unfortunate.
But
I really hope people show up.
It is a really fun meme, though, yeah. Like, they said they would all, like, do the Naruto run. There's no way that they can do this. We can outrun their bullets. You can outrun their bullets? Are you fucking serious?
You can't?
Yeah, well, I mean, what's that song, that pumped up kick song? We're fucking get jamming to that shit.
Yeah.
Pump up those Reeboks.
Absolutely. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Isn't that song about kids getting shot?
Yeah, Columbine.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
well, it's appropriate. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not gonna live. But what I mean, now they have like, it's like almost 1.25 million people are either pledged or interested in this
absolutely.
thing. So that's pretty funny, man. That's
I
just
imagine
hilarious.
with that many people joking, there's definitely going to be somebody serious.
That's what I'm saying. You'll have, I'm guessing around 2,000 people show up, and it'll be enough.
And out of those,
It'll-
at least a couple hundred are going to try to run for it, right?
Probably. And they'll probably just like hit them with fucking dildos and knock them out. Like some dude will run out like 2
As
handfuls
long
of
as they get hit
dildos.
with an alien dildo, they'll probably go home happy.
Yeah. They'll be like, nah, I got what I wanted. I got slapped in the face with a big alien
Those are
dog.
my favorite memes about the whole thing, though. Is I'm gonna clap some alien cheeks. He's
Yeah.
there.
The fucking alien fucking. So I don't know if alien fucking's probably allowed, right? If they can
I mean,
consent, right? I mean,
as
the
long
only
as there's
reason we're against
consent,
animal fucking is because you can't get consent from
these
an
are
animal.
intelligent beings, though,
Yeah,
so
if
they
they're
can
intelligent,
consent. Why wouldn't they? I mean,
Why,
look
yeah,
at us.
yeah. Why would they? Is
Who
that,
wouldn't want to have sex with a hairless ape?
I'm guessing everybody but a hairless ape. I could be wrong though. I mean, I'm hairless, I guess, but when I take off my trousers, it's like a forest. So, am I still
Well,
hairless?
I hope to never find out.
Yeah, well,
So,
hopefully
there
not.
he goes. He's pulling down his pants.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'll keep him on.
Thank God.
You're
Hold
welcome.
him up at the last second. Thank God this is radio.
All right, no shit. We could edit that out anyways, if it was video, because it's not live yet. One of these days.
Live podcast?
One of these days, there'll be a live podcast.
If you're going to do live, you got to have call ins. That's the only purpose of doing live.
You could do live call-ins, or you could do a live event somewhere,
Oh, live event.
and then a
yeah,
live
that'd be
questions from the audience.
fun. Ah,
Ah,
yeah, but man, people are dumb, and you're going to get a lot of nonsense not to be able to edit it out.
well, have you met me, man? I mean, come on. I don't edit any of this shit out. It should be obvious.
I said
It's
there's
not
a lot of
edited.
idiots out there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely including us.
Oh, okay. Well, then what are we worried about? We'll just be hanging with our own kind of people. Jeez. Classist against yourself. Self-hating, upper lower class white boy.
That's really kind of you to call me upper.
Yes. Well, man, you know,
I appreciate that.
I'm
I'm
trying to be
glad
fair.
other people see me that way.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty fucked up, so you know, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't get too big of a head. You might talk wrong to the wrong person. I'd be like, "You know who I am?" No, I don't. I'm sorry.
What?
I've never heard of you. I'm Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, well, I have heard of you.
Oh God. I don't want to hear about him anymore. I've heard too much.
Oh, we're about to hear a lot more.
Oh man.
I wonder how many people are going to get caught up in this. So I heard that somebody said that there are going to be a lot of our favorites are going to get caught up in this, and it's like our favorites.
I mean, favorites is a strong word.
Yeah. Uh,
If you're diddling children,
yeah, I don't know what to
I'm
tell
not
you,
gonna
man.
say you're a favorite.
Nah, I can't. I can't go there.
Also, hedge fund managers are not my favorites.
No.
So, presidents, not my
Not my
favorites.
favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie stars even. I could take them or leave them.
No, I mean, when one of the ones whose movies I liked gets caught up in one of these things, I'm like, oh, that's a shame.
It was kind
But,
of a shame.
you know.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I love Kevin Spacey's movies.
Yeah.
He
I
had
mean,
great movies. He was
I'll
a
be
great
honest.
actor. It's unfortunate that
Yeah.
he's going around touching people.
I mean, you could have come and diddled me. I would have consented. A couple $1 million, whatever,
Oh,
brah.
jeez.
Would be cool.
It's really high barring it, man.
Yeah.
I'll do it for a couple grand.
Yeah, well,
For $10.
well, I've got, I've got
Maybe
a
you
little,
forget, but I'm upper lower class.
Yeah,
So a
that's
couple
right.
of grand.
a lot more. Yeah, that could bump you up into lower middle class for a year.
The bottom end of lower.
Yeah, way bottom end of the low middle class.
Oh,
I mean, it's really the upper lower class. like penthouse lower class.
yeah. So $1,000.
Or like in the closet in the penthouse in the lower class section.
I mean, it had the word penthouse in it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's really just a used penthouse magazine.
You know how many used penthouse magazines I could buy for a couple $1,000?
At least.
Like a couple of thousand.
Yeah, a couple of thousand. Shit. That's gross. Oh, shit, dude.
And when the economy collapses and you're down to eating paper, that's way more nutritious paper.
Man, that's a point I hadn't even thought about. So now maybe we can start something here. We can do a survival kit for when your survival kit runs out.
Are you just trying to pawn off all your used Playboys before your wife finds them?
Well, I'm not saying that's the case.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but I mean, if you go to a lockbox at never mind. There's there might be somewhere. No, I threw
Some
them all.
train station somewhere
Some maybe.
in a locker.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna give up the location just yet. It's in my will, though. I mean, I can leave it to you if you want. You can have that key.
I mean, I'm gonna have to have something to eat.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I could buy you weeks, maybe. A lot of jizz in there.
But, oh man, I don't even know where to begin on the Epstein thing. I'm not real familiar with what is happening now.
Yeah.
But a few months ago, I listened to a whole thing about him.
What was it that? What was it?
The Behind the Bastards
Yeah, that's
podcast,
okay.
which is fantastic.
Yeah, he's
if you're out there listening to podcasts,
yeah,
you should
it is.
definitely get in on that.
Yeah, it is good. I've heard a few episodes. I haven't listened
Yeah, a two-parter on Epstein, man, and it's just so awful. And what's more awful is him getting off on all those charges.
Yeah, he did, and that's what we.
And he may have literally gotten off on the charges.
Yeah, he probably did. He got off before and after.
He's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Oh God. So what? So today, accuser Courtney Wild, he isn't going to get away this time. Apparently, there's a girl. So what I've heard, I listen to a ton of podcasts too. What I heard is that there's a girl who had sex with Bill Clinton multiple times and Jeffrey Epstein, but that he was more into boys and that Hillary was more into girls, and she slept with Hillary more than she did Bill. It's like, so it sounds.
I mean, have you seen Hillary?
Yeah, I can't believe that anybody would fuck her unless they were drugged out of their gourd. Anyways.
I mean, if you had to pick
I don't
a
think
boy
that
or
Bill.
Hillary Clinton,
Do you think that
what do
Bill?
you-
Do you think Bill actually fucked her? No, they inseminated. That doesn't even look like a kid that made by the. Well, maybe. I mean, Hillary's pretty outrageous looking. But whatever. That shit's. Oh man, who knows, man? I tend to believe that they're all lizard people and that there's no lengths they won't go to get dirt on each other. And
What I really
keep
like
their
is
fucking
that
rain going.
Epstein has for decades and decades been a pimp of children.
Yeah. Oh,
Right. So
definitely.
So the people he could bring down,
Yeah.
I'm for it. Let's
Yeah,
get this
take them
guy.
all down. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if I like
Little
him or
rich
not.
assholes like him fold as soon as they can to not do real prison time. Since the last time he didn't actually spend any time in prison except for nights and weekends.
Yeah.
If we could just, slap some life term on him, he'd roll in a heartbeat,
Right.
which would be fantastic.
But who knows? Because now he's saying that he has other people. Like I saw something that said he was gonna share information to try to get a better sentence. It's like you're gonna be killed if you try to do that, right? Obviously, there's no way.
I mean,
He's got to try to take this all himself. But here's my question: is even if they find the fucking information, is it not? Do they not have such a control over it that none of it would get out? Because you hear about all these conspiracies years later that somehow got covered up. So many people have to be involved in that
right,
shit,
and if he's been pimping children to all these high-profile people for so long,
he's got so many people have his back.
I mean, at this point, the
Yeah.
judge who's hearing his case,
They might.
he probably diddled some kids giving to him
Yeah.
by Epstein at some point.
Oh, yeah, no shit, dude, giving fucking oil checks to little fucking 6-year-olds and shit. That
I
shit's
cannot
fucked up,
imagine.
cuz.
I-
But I guess a lot of them they're not technically pedophiles because they're ebophiles or hebophiles or some shit.
I have no idea what you're saying.
There's
right
different So like, there's different names for prepubescent kids, and then kids who are going through puberty, and then kids who are adolescents and like out of puberty and shit.
Right.
So a lot of these people aren't necessarily pederasses, but they still need to be shot in the face.
Hmm.
I mean, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna take that
No,
back.
I
I
wouldn't.
don't care. Yeah.
Absolutely
cares?
not. And I mean, that's just the start of the transgressions, right? Because
Yeah, I mean.
they're
it's-
hedge fund managers, right?
Yeah.
So they should probably be shot anyways. Because they're
That's
all
what
into
kills me
illegal,
about.
terrible stuff.
Oh man, all this shit. Yeah. Well, and that just ties into the chase there.
Oh, jeez.
God, chase.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what's fucked up though is that the coast. So another story I got here. The Coast Guard in international waters catches drug traffickers.
Right.
And then the original story, originally I thought it was more, but I think that it got conflated because there was another bust in Pittsburgh that was $1 billion worth of shit, and then the chase was $1 billion worth of shit.
Yeah.
And so, but it's like none of the people at Chase are gonna get charged with
No,
anything.
of course.
It's
Like,
the
why
crew
would
on the
they?
boat that's getting
Yeah,
charged.
we don't know what's on that boat. We lease that boat out, and people take it
of
wherever.
course.
I don't know anything about it. But if I lent you my car,
Right.
and there was a ton of cocaine in the back, I mean, you're definitely going to jail.
Yeah,
But if you were like, this is my car, guess who's going to jail with you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to jail.
No, that shit's fucked. But
Well, how about that submarine one?
that's the one I was
Everybody
talking about.
loves that.
That's the Coast Guard.
Yeah, that Coast Guard. Everybody's real digging the
But I originally saw
Coast
it.
Guard jumping on a submarine.
I originally saw it, and they said they confiscated $526 million worth of drugs.
Yeah,
And
that
I'm like,
number went way down.
yeah, 223 million,
Yeah,
or some 227 million, or
like
some
half
shit.
of it.
Yeah,
Let's see some
where did that go? I wonder.
Coast Guard spokesman be like, well, so we originally thought, excuse me, that there was about this much, but I mean, it's so hard to tell
Yeah, it is.
when it's all compacted like that when we broke it out.
It's
Uh,
It's just like every American's guns, They're all at the bottom of the ocean somewhere. Oh, sorry, man. We were on the water. I fell overboard. I don't know.
the real question is, what are they doing busting anyone in international waters?
That was my question. It's like, that's not really your territory, dude.
No, it's... Or
Apparently
how about, did you hear today, El Chapo, he just got a life sentence plus 30, whatever the fuck that means.
That's it?
So after you're dead, we're going to hold your body for another 30 years. Yes.
They're going to go in and piss on it.
Plus, they didn't give a
Wrap him in a
specific
initial
number, but they
blood-soaked
said
flag.
billions of dollars in fines, restitution payments,
Oh, yeah.
for running a giant empire.
Man, he's just a fucking district manager, as Sam Tripoli says. He's just, the CIA's running all that shit.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you see now they're like wanted to investigate him, open an investigation into whether or not they weaponized ticks and release them?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Hasn't,
What the fuck? I mean, if I had the ability to,
You want a weaponized tick,
unlimited
I'll get you a
resources.
weaponized tick.
Yeah, I'll get you a tick by the end of the day.
You want a green one? I'll get you a weaponized tick.
I want a deer tick.
Oh, that's not a problem. No,
Deer
it's no problem.
tick.
I mean, you got $20, I got a deer tick.
Yeah, but is it going to be weaponized? We're going to have like
Look,
a little...
I don't deal in non-weaponized
So what I
ticks.
want to know, so what kind of defenses does your tech have? Or more importantly, offensive capabilities? Because let's be honest, I'm trying to do some killing with this thing. Like,
Well, it's not so much the individual as much as the batch you're going to receive, because I'm talking thousands, all right?
thousands.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, you're going to need that.
You're right. Well, they're pretty small.
They are small,
Right.
and, they're not, a guided missile. So if you want to get one person, you need a couple hundred just to
Yeah.
make sure you got it.
So you need millions of these things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna do a whole
So they're just
population.
like, they have some kind of venom or what?
Well, I mean, what do you want them to have?
Well, I don't know what standard, man.
I
This
mean,
is
we're
my first-
weaponizing them.
This is my
They'll
first
get
time
you.
buying
what
a
do you-
tick.
What do you want? Biological, chemical? I mean,
What's the which one?
nuclear ones right now.
Yeah.
It's in development.
That's where we don't have that yet. That's what we need is some
Well,
nuclear.
the last couple of times somebody got bit by one of these radioactive ticks, they ended up with some kind of weird powers. Ew, it's not good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Well, I mean, you know, I would take that chance.
We're working
I
on it.
think,
We're working
depending
on
on the powers. I mean, I watch a lot of comic book movies.
Well, I mean, if you want to weaponize animals with giving them drugs, how about them meth gators?
Oh yes, the fucking. Did you see that shit in Tennessee?
Honestly,
man,
that
that's
was.
crazy.
I don't like to give police departments credit, but that was awesome.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Do not flush your meth down the toilet because we do not want you to create meth gators. I said it was funny, but that's.
What did it say? Hopped up ducks.
Yes.
We don't need all these hopped up. I'd pay good money to see a duck on methamphetamines.
I wouldn't pay good money, but I'd pay some money.
Well, again,
Like,
remember where
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
at
I
here.
guess. I was like two.
Money is relative.
Yeah, 2.25 maybe for a duck on meth. But I mean, that's only if it was guaranteed some like
Epstein
a
had
fight.
paid $2.5 million to
Yeah.
fuck a duck on meth.
For $2.5 million, you could
Yeah.
fuck me on meth.
No, that's a fact. I heard that. I saw it in writing. Jeffrey Epstein fucking methed out ducks.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Why not? Throw it out there. It happened. You heard of it here first, folks. All 12 of you. I'm sorry. But the meth gators, man,
Oh, man.
imagine anything more terrifying. I mean, because I've seen people on meth before. But how much meth would a gator need?
Right,
to
a gator's going to take way more meth than you're going to take.
Yeah. And I'm going to take way more than a duck.
Yeah.
A duck does not
gonna
need much
take
meth.
much meth.
So, I mean,
for
if
that
a duck and a gator are existing in the same place, the duck would be dead before the gator got fucked up on meth.
Can you imagine how much meth? Because then it's in the water and it's
Oh, that's a
diluted.
ton of meth.
Who's flushing that kind of meth?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess probably a lot of people who like buy it,
But
do
then
a couple bumps, and they're like, I quit. Just throw it in the toilet, and then the next day they're like, I need more.
some people just want to take a joke, though. You know,
Yeah.
as soon as they posted it, apparently some scientists were like, "That's not possible."
Yeah.
Man, fucking nerds. Relax, it's a goddamn joke. Yeah, whoosh.
Was it a joke?
Oh,
Yeah.
so I'm saying I don't like to give police, any kind of credit, but
It was
that's,
pretty, yeah.
that's,
It was pretty funny. That is pretty
bad.
funny, but I figure, I don't think that the gators are gonna get meth, but I like when there was a cop who had his assault rifle stolen out of the back of his car, and then they posted a reward for it on their Facebook page.
oh, jeez. I bet it worked too.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. They did that once with drugs. Some police officer in Florida said that they put out an ad in the paper saying that they had these drugs that someone turned in, and they need the owner to come down and retrieve them. And they arrested like 20 people, come down claiming this was theirs.
Everybody wanted the drugs, huh? Well, what are you gonna arrest them for?
That's the other thing, right? Like, it's kind of a funny story. It's kind of fucked up too, because
You can't really arrest
I'm
them
in
for
here
anything.
claiming that something that's not mine is mine,
Yeah.
and that means that the only way I can see where that would work is if they actually handed it to you and then arrested you for possession.
And then that would have to be entrapment.
But that, right? Absolutely,
Right.
it's entrapment.
Yeah,
Or
fuck.
they should be arresting themselves for selling drugs.
They should be
Cops
arresting.
handing out drugs.
or they
What,
should be
CIA
arresting the-
agents.
They should be arresting themselves for stealing the drugs in the first place. The only reason they had the drugs is because they confiscated them from some peaceful person who was probably just trying to have a good time.
Well, it takes you right back
Most
to the
of the time.
gators. Leave
Why-
them alone?
Why not fuck?
If the gator wants to do meth,
Yeah.
that's his business.
Why
He's
the
not
fuck
hurting
not?
anybody.
Yeah, it's the gator's business. Who are you to tell a gator you can't get meth out, man? Fuck. That's why you need to be here to bring it back to the serious point here, which is why in the fuck are we trying to control gators' bodies? Just doesn't make any sense. In the United States in 2019, it's atrocious. The police would try to keep gators from having fun. That's all I'm saying.
Look, they're the They're an apex predator. You can't tell them what to do.
No. Good luck. Go out there and say it to his face. See how that works out for you. It's easy to say from the police station, type up a little proclamation. Don't feed the gators mad. Go tell the gators that. See how they react.
Especially if they're on meth.
Yeah, they might tear you apart.
Absolutely.
Fuckers.
Hey, did you watch the Democratic debates?
No, I didn't.
Me neither.
No.
Moving on.
They're clowns, man. I
I'm
did
gonna
see
watch
some
a
of the.
shit show.
Have you heard about this Marianne Williamson lady? She's like so she's like a mixture of Christian and New Age type of
So
weird
she's
shit.
spiritual but not religious?
Basically,
one of those?
it's really, but she's all about love. And I heard somebody try to explain it to them. I was like, I don't get it. What's up with that shit?
Wait,
What-
is she a candidate?
Oh yeah, she was on the debate stage. I don't remember which night.
Damn, they should let me on a debate stage.
And then like Kamala Harris slammed Joe Biden about being a racist for not supporting busing kids or supporting it or some. I don't remember which one it was, but it's all. It's so much. It's just all theater.
It's a garbage party ran by a bunch of garbage people.
Yeah, they are pretty garbage.
It's just all more of the same
What
shit.
else can
man.
you say about that, man? Really?
I don't know if your listeners knew this, but I'm not really into the Republicans or the Democrats.
I'm not into any of them. I don't even care.
It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But it's just like the shit on the border I was saying the other day. They spend so much money on all this shit. The government can collect money from people pretty fast when it comes to like your taxes and shit. They're really efficient with all that. And the other stuff that you pay them to do, that most people expect them to do, they just don't fucking do. Your roads, handling the immigration shit without making it stupid and being a big deal about it. You know, I mean, it's all just so clown shoes. And then what really pisses me off is the CNN, MSNBC fucks bitching about Trump and what he's doing when they gave him all the free coverage he fucking needed to get elected in the first place. He was on there nonstop. It's like you guys should have treated him like the joke he was and moved on and talked to serious people. That's what you should have done. But that's not what, they wanted it for the entertainment value. Well, here's your fucking entertainment, assholes. Enjoy.
I'm entertained.
I am. I'm greatly
They're
entertained.
still making money.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No, I'm greatly entertained. I like all of it, but I'm a little bit more, masochistic than most, I guess. Whatever. I figure whatever they do, you have to find a way to get past it anyway. So what are you going to do? Most people disagree with me.
Drink beers and record podcasts, I
There you
suppose.
go. That's what we're doing. The revolution will be beer casted.
Yeah, well, that song was made way before everybody had a camera in their pocket, so the revolution will definitely be televised at this point.
Yeah. I don't have a television
It'll be YouTube.
on my phone.
Yeah.
It'll be on YouTube. It'll
It's
be
all the same
YouTube,
thing.
tubbed. When's somebody gonna make an alternative YouTube where we can
I thought it was called Pornhub.
I think you're probably right. It is. Pornhub's fixing potholes and shit though. So
Hell yeah, they
whatever
are.
they're doing,
Hell yeah, they are.
yeah,
Man,
they're probably happy they get a lot of business, especially in the wintertime. Everybody's at home like pretty nasty out there. The wife is gone. What's this like?
I'm just surprised they sell premium service.
Yeah.
I
What's
only
the
need about
man?
2 minutes of video, but
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, really, I don't even need that. It's scroll, 15 seconds down.
Well,
Okay,
the 2
thanks.
minutes was that's time
Previews.
for cleaning up and sandwich.
Right.
That's all included.
Yeah. I'm right back in the spot I was before in 2 minutes. Like nothing ever happened. It just like sidetracked me. That's why you need to take your men's health more seriously and do something like what's that called?
Viagra.
Eat pussy.
Oh, you said men's health. So
Yeah.
Dick
That's what it
pills,
is.
that's
I
where my
heard
mind
it
goes.
helps to like prevent certain kinds of cancer, but might give you oral cancer from HPV. There's always that too.
Eh.
You're a risk you take, man. Shit happens.
Isn't like most of the population have HPV at this point?
I think it's like something like 85%.
Yeah, it's something outrageous.
Yeah, it is pretty outrageous.
Eh.
Yeah. I wish that many of the people had brains. We'd be all right.
At this point, if 85% of the population had anything, I would hope that it was fatal. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
No shit. Well, when they do have something fatal, it'll be the zombie shit, and there'll be 85% of them will be trying to eat the other 15%.
oh man, what a good time.
It would be a good time. I live for that. I'm waiting. It'll happen eventually. I'm having a dude on the show next week, the collapsitarian from Twitter, and he talks, he's into that collapsitarian shit. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I'm familiar with the concept, but
Yeah, so he's gonna be
I
on
don't know
next.
how Twitter.
Yeah, he's gonna be on next week. That we're gonna talk about it and stuff. And he's into metal and shit, so it'll be a good time. Yeah, we'll have a blast. So what's up? What else we got over here?
What the last thing we can bring it right around back to the top two?
Oh yeah.
Kevin Spacey.
Oh, that fucking dude.
Yeah,
I'd
I didn't even know
fucking
it. You
too.
told me. I was surprised.
Yeah, he got
Drop the charges. Huh?
Yeah, charges were dropped because the what would you call that for the plaintiff? Yeah, the
Sure.
plaintiff or whatever the witness for the prosecution pled the fifth. So I don't
The
know.
guy who brought the charges in the first place.
Yeah.
Decided to drop it. Now let's turn that right back around. Why would someone do that? Because someone powerful
Yeah.
made them not. And I'm not saying Kevin Spacey's very powerful, but remember that plane ride I was telling you earlier about?
Yeah,
Guess who was on that plane?
Yeah,
Bill Clinton,
Yeah,
Kevin Spacey, Jeff Epstein, and, oddly enough, Chris Tucker.
yeah,
Now, I'm not saying Chris Tucker did anything wrong, because as far as I know, Chris Tucker's a cool dude.
yeah. But at the same
But
time, I'm
he
not
was
going
on
to
that
defend. Yeah, I don't know him personally. I'm not going to defend him. But,
And they do, what do they call that plane?
Lolita.
Yeah, the Lolita
Express.
Express. So,
That doesn't sound predatory at all.
if you're hanging out with monsters,
Yeah, what do you expect?
what
to
are
happen?
you?
Yeah.
So if Kevin Spacey's hanging out with Jeff Epstein, yeah, man.
They're both just really
But
into hot yoga.
But Trump did say that Jeff Epstein was a good guy, so I guess it's okay.
When did he say that?
In 2012, he said, and I'm not quoting, but generally that Jeff Epstein was a fine man. He likes his women, some of them young, like I do. So,
Yeah.
there's your president.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't hear that particular quote.
Yeah, there's a lot of his quotes we don't hear a lot of.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. They're all fucking, creeps. That's what the whole
That's
point
kind
of
of
it
the
is,
whole
yeah.
point, man. I'm
You don't
pretty
really
sure
get
this whole
to that.
country is just run by child
Yeah.
diddlers, and that's
When have you
what's
ever
happening.
seen somebody who was like a real person?
It was fun though. Remember
get elected?
Pizzagate?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
That's
man,
totally
the-
fake
The
news.
Democrats are running a child pornography ring.
Yeah.
It might turn out that
It could be
it's
somewhat true.
man. There's something they can agree on, and that's that children are attractive because that shit's going across the aisle.
That's the quad.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, here it is. Zach pulled it up for us. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Oh man, it just changed. Son of a bitch.
What a pizza.
Man.
It says.
All right.
One second.
Well, that says.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
there we
saying.
go.
It
Well,
just turns-
stop touching stuff.
I
Here
didn't
it
touch
is.
anything.
Trump
fuck.
on convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, 2008. Quote, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side.
So Trump didn't say he likes young women. He said beautiful women.
Well, he did
And then
say
his
he'd
are on the
marry his
younger
daughter
side.
if it wasn't his daughter. So
I didn't read that either. I heard. I mean, I've heard that, but I haven't actually. I never saw him say that. So.
Oh, I saw him.
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Also,
I wouldn't.
I'm
Like
pretty
I said,
sure
I wouldn't doubt it though.
this is
I'm
all alleged.
not defending anybody.
This is all
at
alleged. But you know what's not alleged?
They're all lizard people. What?
I have absolutely watched that man molest flags.
Who, Trump?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I saw that
I saw
shit.
it on
That's real
stage.
freaky, dude.
Disgusting.
Yeah, he might as well have rubbed his dick blood on it.
What
Just like
a-
that chick did with her menstrual blood.
Just.
I bet he's like some kind of weird. He's got
He's
some
got
kind
something
of
for
weird
flags,
thing
man.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like flag sexual.
Hey, don't judge him.
He's a
It's
flag.
2019, man. If you be any kind of sexual you want.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I
He's into
suppose.
flags. Now the
Wait a
question is,
minute.
did the flag consent?
I don't. That's the thing. I think I have to go back to the thing. But a flag is an inanimate object, so it doesn't matter. Because in that case, then we have to say, can your pocket pussy consent? And it's like, obviously, your
Of
pocket
course it
pussy.
consented. I purchased it.
Right. Well, then that's the same for the flag. If you own the flag, then it's
Yeah.
consenting to being fucked.
I know.
It was the
So you owned
taxpayer's
it.
flag,
It was the tax. So he essentially
fucked all of us.
molested all of
Yeah.
us.
which is basically his job. So well done, sir.
Well, he's doing a great job as
I mean, yeah,
president.
you got to
He's
give it
fucking
to
us
him.
all.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck? That's what they all do. That's what their job is.
And not
If
in
you
my
did-
lifetime have we had a
Yeah.
decent president. They're all war criminals.
Yeah, they're all douchebags. I mean, that's a big fucking problem. We can't stop killing other people until we agree to stop
Whoa,
fucking
whoa, whoa, whoa,
kids
whoa, whoa.
and dogs.
People, they're brown people.
Well,
dude. It's okay.
It is okay.
Remember,
Yeah.
it only
I've-
counts
yeah.
if they're white.
Right. I don't even think it counts then, though, if it's the right circumstances.
Well, are they the right kind of white?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You know, there is.
I mean, if they're like communist Russians that kind of look white, but not really, and it's still okay to shoot them, right?
they're pinkos. They're
Yeah.
not white. You know.
Right. But they're still whitish. I mean, I'll be honest with you, dude. Unless you're like chocolate, you look white to me.
Hey, you all look the same.
Mexicans
to me,
look white to me too. I'll say it. I love you, Mexicans, but you all look white. I'm sorry. Jews, you're white. Quit trying to act like you're not white.
Pretty white.
Yeah, they're pretty white. Puerto Ricans, white. Cubans, white. John Daly can attest to that. You're all white.
John Daly may be the whitest guy I know.
Yeah, and speaking of pinkos, we're all pink on the inside, so does it really matter?
You calling me a commie?
I'm calling you pink on the inside, sir. Are you a commie?
No. God,
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. So, what else? Is that it? You got anything else you want
That's
to talk
all you
about?
have on the list, but
You got
if you
another.
want,
You got another story.
I do have one more that I
Well,
heard
then let's do
today.
it.
And I'm a little. I wish that I knew the guy's name, but after you get so many cops killing so many people, who can remember the cops' names?
Oh yeah,
anymore?
the dude who got off for fucking
Strangling that guy to death.
Yeah, he got off.
Yeah.
No crimes. What the fuck is that? And it was over
They didn't
loose
just
cigarettes.
get off. They just decided not to prosecute.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
not
decided
to
not to
prosecute, which is
prosecute.
usually what happens.
Yeah,
All right, so as usual, once again.
yeah.
But
It's
that's
fun.
not even my biggest problem at this point. My problem at this point is how many times do people in positions of power need to kill and or just fuck over other people, and what nobody's doing anything about it, so I guess fuck us all.
Yeah.
We get what we deserve since no one wants to do anything about it.
So are
Rodney
you-
King got beat in the street on video, and it caused days of riots across the country.
Yeah.
They're straight up just killing people left and right.
Yeah.
How many times a year now? And everybody's just like,
Yeah.
that's terrible. And, they might have a march here or there.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
Well,
that's
where's the
why I
rioting?
never-
Where's the
That's why I
real,
never. Yeah.
the real hatred and the real
Yeah.
displeasure and the real wanting to do something different? That's just how it goes.
Well, that's the thing, like with the protest and free speech events, and it's like, if those people really want to make a difference, go to the fucking police
Free
station, go to City
speech
Hall, and go throw your shit at them. Go hit cops with bike blocks and shit. If you really want to start some shit, that's who you go after. You don't go after fucking other citizens who are all subject to the same bullshit you are.
I don't know, man. I mean, if
Yeah.
there's some sort of, Unite the Right rally going on, I'm into going down and punching some Nazis.
Well, I mean,
And I'll
if it's
say that, not allegedly.
no, well, I mean, if it's a real Nazi, but I don't just think everybody right of Bernie Sanders is a Nazi. A lot of
No.
people do.
No.
But a
I'm
lot
talking about tiki torch,
Yeah.
SS tattooed motherfuckers.
But a lot of people think anybody,
Oh, well, that's just
and that's
partisan
just,
bickering. That's
yeah,
all
but it's
that
just
is.
crazy because it's just kind of they're trying to push the Overton window. I think trying to get us to accept more violence against people who aren't agents of the state and shit or a total Nazi. I mean, it just
It's okay, man, because as long as the state controls the means of violence,
Right.
fine.
Oh yeah, sure. That works out great for us. And whatever. It's I love the state's violence. So I mean really, I would not feel safe if I didn't know that like when there were kids that were in the park up here and they were there like 5 minutes after dark, that cops wouldn't come in there and question them and shoot them out. I would
Dude,
feel so unsafe
dude, if those
if they weren't in
kids,
there right away.
dude, those
You
kids, their
know.
next stop clearly was your house.
Right, they
And
were
they
gonna
were
come
gonna
and try to
kill
rob me.
you and rob
They
you.
were, and they were gonna probably try
That's just
to.
a staging ground.
They were gonna probably try to force me to have oral sex with them, and
Oh.
I'm not having oral sex
Dude,
with some
that's
guy
pretty clear
who
to
just
me.
breaks in here.
And dude, this is the first time hearing of it.
You
And
know.
I haven't even heard the details. That's pretty
Obviously.
evident to me.
Yeah, that was what was gonna happen.
It's a staging ground, and from there they were just gonna move
Yeah.
through the neighborhood and clear it out.
Yeah, it's just you can't have that shit. And I'm glad that those guys are doing that while there's a dude like getting murdered in his house and somebody broke into it. Because those guys needed that shit more than that old guy
Well,
did.
that was
Like,
that was in the privacy of his own home.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, he didn't. Those kids didn't. He didn't deserve the stuff he had as much as those kids did.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they got him while the cops were stopping those other kids from coming to get us. Because I wanted, but I mean, but really, shouldn't I have just let the kids rob me because they deserved it more than I did? Because it's immoral for me to defend myself.
I don't think it's
Against-
your place to question the state's methods.
I think you might be right. I don't pay any taxes or anything. Every time I try to buy beer that I have to drink so that I can forget that every time I try to whack off, I'm paying taxes on the internet that I'm using.
Yeah, well,
Then I
luckily for
cry.
you, the state provided you all of these things.
Yeah, they did.
So that's
Yeah,
why
they
they
brought
have
it all
to
to
tax
me.
it.
Thank God.
To state violence.
It's the best violence. I think
You
that's.
guys want to talk about one more thing?
Oh yeah, we got.
What do you got?
We got one
Just-
more coming.
It just popped up right here. I mean,
Breaking
I got
news.
no confirmation on this. But
Oh, I
Breaking
did see
news.
this a bit ago. Rand Paul blocks Senate from approving 9/11 victim compensation fund.
Oh, that thing that they just passed?
yeah,
Yeah, I wanna read
blocked
that.
it.
Well, that the
Blocked it,
panel
but
passed, right? It was
I don't
just. Oh, man.
he said no.
He
Reauthorize
said
it
no.
until 2090.
Rand Paul got to say no. Oh, my God.
It's from this afternoon.
I mean,
It's on
Oh, he
Reddit.
just wanted to be cuts to other spending.
oh, well,
He is right, but they'll never cut spending. I don't know why you protest on that.
And that's something you shouldn't.
Not on that
Cut
one, no.
spending.
If you wanted to say that, you should have said that when they were trying to do the fucking defense authorization bill for fucking an additional $73 billion over last year's budget.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Why don't you ever throw a fit when it's about that shit?
again,
Instead.
state violence needs to be funded, man.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't know,
I don't know what the fuck
where
I was
you're
thinking,
going,
man.
but I don't know if this is the show for me if
Yeah.
you're not into state
But
violence.
Rand Paul, that's a dick move, man. Don't pull it on something like those people. If you're gonna use state violence for funding anything, it should at least be the people who fucking ran into the shit while other people were running out of it.
The shit
That you paid.
The
That
shit
you,
that you knocked down.
yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Or at least
Allegedly,
let them not.
allegedly. Jesus.
Uh,
So everybody, thanks for coming, listening. Stuart, thanks for being here. Zach,
and
thanks for.
fuck you, Rand Paul.
Yeah, fuck you, Rand Paul. That was bullshit. I mean, sometimes he makes sense, other times not so much. Hit us up if you have any topics you want us to discuss when we do another Literally the News, or if you have guests you think should come on for a regular show at everyonesfavoriteshow@gmail.com, and Twitter at Josh Rhines, and on Instagram and Facebook as Everyone's Favorite Show. So thanks a lot, motherfuckers. Have a good night.